Hello everyone, I'm Sebastian Y and this is Foundations of Economics. In this video I'm going to solve an exercise on production functions. We're given a chart showing the amount of capital, labor, and output for a firm. The firm rents capital at a rate of $5 per unit and pays a wage of $10 per unit for labor. We're going to use this information to fill out the marginal product of labor, capital cost, labor cost, and total cost. First, we'll do the marginal product of labor. There is no marginal product of labor when we have no labor. After this, we need to see how much does output increase as we increase labor. The first unit of labor produces 80. The second one adds 150 minus 80, which is 70. Next one adds 210 minus 150, which is 60. And we can keep doing this all the way down. For the capital cost, we notice that capital is rented at a rate of $5 per unit. Capital is fixed in the short run. We have 10 no matter what. So we take 10 times 5 for each of those. So we're going to have 50 capital cost all the way down. Notice that this 50 capital cost is there even if we were producing 0 output. For the labor cost, we have $10 per unit, so we're going to multiply the amount of labor by 10. That's going to give us 0, 10, 20, and so on. For our total cost, we need to add up the cost of all the inputs, capital and labor, 50, 60, 70, and so on. Next, we're going to draw a graph of the production function. On the horizontal axis, we have our labor, which is this column, and our output, which is this column, since it got a little bit cut off there. If we have 0 labor, we have 0 output. 1 labor, we have 80. 2, we have 150, and so on. I'll just fill this in. Once we've plotted all the points, then we can connect those up with a curve. We can see that the production function is increasing, but increasing at a decreasing rate. That is, the slope is flattening out. Next, we're asked to graph the marginal product of labor curve. On the horizontal axis, we have our labor again, but on the vertical axis this time we have our marginal product of labor. Since there is no MPL for labor of 0, we start at 1 where we have 80. At 2 it is 70, and so on. We'll then draw the curve linking up these points. We can see here that as labor increases, the MPL drops as the production function flattens out, because the MPL is the slope of the production function. Our final task is to graph the total cost curve, which has the output on the horizontal axis and the total cost on the vertical axis. At 0, our total cost is 50. That's due just to the capital that we had. Our next point is at an output of 80 and a total cost of 60. Then we have an output of 150 and a total cost of 70. Output of 210 and total cost of 80. Output of 260 and total cost of 90. Output of 300 and total cost of 100. 330 and 110. 330 and 110. 350 and 120. And finally 360 and 130. We'll do our best to link these up with a curve. We can see that the total cost curve starts out relatively flat but steepens as the total output increases.